station at platform 9 3/4, which actually exists, and you've seen a child running towards the wall, and you're there going, oh my God, this is actually going to happen. That child's going to smash his head against the wall. There's no adults here. In fact, I'm the only adult, and I am not going to stop this. I'm going to Hogwarts! No, you're going to A&E. And the aggression of this place is fantastic, isn't it? Even the squirrels are aggressive. They are! Look, you fuck, they are! Normally you see a squirrel, it's like, excuse me, and it scuttles up a tree. I was in Regent's Park the other day, this big fat fucker was looking at me as if to go, no, you go round. To edge my way around this furry turd. I was terrified. I had to have a Nando's to calm myself down. I'm obsessed with Nando's. I don't know what's happened to me. We shouldn't cheer, but my God, it tastes good, doesn't it? Do you know I've got a Nando's loyalty card? How sad is that? How far do you reckon the loyalty goes? Do you reckon I get a phone call at 2 in the morning? Hey Russell, it's Mr. Nando's here. It's time for you to prove your loyalty, chicken lover. I need you to petrol bomb KFC. I'll do it. I knew you would, you lazy-eyed little bastard. Now, everyone's got a food like that, though, haven't they? Everyone got a food that makes them weak at the knees. Nando's is mine. Here, I'll prove it. Watch this. Pigs in blankets. What, did you hear that, bloke? Oh, you nasty little bastard. They're amazing, aren't they? We forget about them all year, and then Christmas comes like, you! Yeah, me, motherfucker. Some genius looked at a sausage and went, it's good, but it needs a waistcoat made of bacon. I'm obsessed with food. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't not watch Come Dine With Me. Yeah, I'll watch reruns. I don't know what's wrong. I'll sit there like an upturned turtle watching hour after hour. That narrator, I love him. He's got the easiest job in telly, hasn't he? All he's got to do is watch people eat and then rip the piss out of them. And they have no idea. These poor women. I hope me risotto goes well. It probably won't, you stupid bitch. No idea. Me and the guests are getting on great. They want you to jump into a bath clutching a toaster. The atmosphere's a bit flat, like your tits, you toad. So unfair. She's trying to cook some food and there's a bloke abusing her. And they go for your things. Have you ever been to a dinner party like that? Yeah, you cook the food, love. We're going to rifle through your stuff in search of a dildo. Friday, David will be here somewhere. There he is. Look at the size of that thing. That could kill a badger. Going through your things. Do you know what I'd do, right? If I was on Come Dine With Me, I'd hire a dwarf, I'd dress him up as Hitler, and I'd put him in my cupboard. That's what I'd do. Jonathan, I wonder what's in... Ah! Tricky phone call to the dwarf's agent. It's not panto as such. It's not just Come Dine With Me. My God, I watch so much poor TV. Take me out. The women on our show have to be actors. It's physically impossible to be that stupid. What's the best part of your personality? Probably me shoes. Are you well read? No, I always use suntan lotion. And the fake tan. I've never seen anything like it. These women on Take Me Out. If they want any more fake tan, Madonna would try and adopt them. Oh, that was interesting. A big laugh over there. Nothing. Don't you mock Madonna, Howard. She's a weird-looking goose, isn't she? Madonna, have you seen her arms? It's like the BFG's dick. Some poor African kid. Why am I being carried by a penis? I'm not sure the voice is allowed either. I got a bit carried away. The most addictive TV show, without doubt, is Embarrassing Bodies. What is wrong with these people? Hello! Every time I sneeze, poo comes out my nose. All right, are you going to go to your local doctor and sort that out? No, I'm going to go on telly and show everyone in England my pooey nose. They don't want that program. They've got like weeping sores carrying their nuts in wheelbarrows. Hello, Britain, point the camera up my arse. They should get the narrator from Come Dine With Me on Embarrassing Bodies. I'm worried about my penis. So would I be, mate. It looks like Shrek's finger. I watch so much crap, and I've got books groaning at me from bookshelves. Read me, Russell. Learn from me. I can't, I'm afraid. I'm watching The Only Way Is Essex. I'm watching a grown woman get a vajazzle. Have you seen that? Look, I put glitter in my fanny and now it's all shiny. That's what a mental person would do if you locked them in a tinsel factory. Look, now the magpies can see my minge. Yeah, don't hurt my family. Vajazzle. Men don't do that, do they? Behold, my knob frock! How scared would you be if your boyfriend did that? Look, I dipped my dick in glitter. What do you think? I think it looks like a slug at Gay Pride. And it won a BAFTA. The Only Way Is Essex won a BAFTA. What is wrong with us? Why do we celebrate banality? It's like, I read this in the paper the other day. Apparently there's going to be a new show called Jordan Idol. We're trying to find a new Katie Price. Do you want to be like The Apprentice? Her behind a desk, you're fingered. Why do we want to idolise her? There are so many people we can idolise. Lawyers, doctors, poets, novelists, charity workers. No, we need a new slaggy morph. Why? Why would women want to act like her, think like her, talk like her, look like her? Women are beautiful. You don't want to look like Jordan. Plastic surgery looks ridiculous, without fail. Everyone, look at Anne Robertson. Holy shit. She looks like a fox in a wind tunnel. That's not a good look. She's had so many facelifts, every time she winks, her leg goes like that. Jordan Idol. I'm baffled by certain hero worship. I don't get it. It's like Justin Bieber. There'll be a few people here, he's my chipmunk prince. He's a colossal cunt. You know? You can applaud. I'll be the one found dead in a Wendy house. Why is he famous? Why is Bieber famous? I'll tell you why. Because he said the word baby more times than any other man in a 3-minute period. That is it. Have you heard that song? He's like an autistic child in a maternity ward. Baby, baby, baby. Woo! Baby, baby, baby. That's not music, that's mental illness. They're all the same. What's this, Rihanna? Umbrella! Ella! Ella! All right, Katie. I kissed a girl and I liked it. Right, Willow, what are you doing there? Whipping my hair back and forth. My hair was there and I whip my hair there. I move my head over and over and I move my head. That's right. A 10-year-old girl telling you how she wobbles her head. It's not music. And do you know the worst thing about that evil song? I fucking bought it. Justin Bieber's got an autobiography out. He's 5 years old. When imagine reading that book? My name is Justin. Today I had some cereal that was so chocolatey, it turned to milk brown. Here is a picture of a horse. I drawed it with my fingers. I don't understand the fads of youth, you know? I read Twilight this year. What a heap of shit. Now, I'm afraid... It's nonsense. Why do you really like? It's just too cool, isn't it? Who will you choose, Bella? I'm a werewolf. I'm a vampire. Well, I'm a werewolf. Well, I'm a vampire. Why not Bella? I'm a snail. Look at me, Bella. I'm like a slug and a caravan. Hop on, Bella. I'll take you to heaven and back, Bella. Slowly. It's nonsense, Twilight. Do you know why? One of the characters is called Jake. He could transform himself into a wolf. Not once does Bella catch him licking his balls. It's the first thing any man would try. She barely get near me. Can we have a chat? In a minute, Bella. You don't half moan. I'm off to munch myself off. Nom, nom, nom. Yes, it is Perry Spice. Now get out my cave. I've got a loyalty card. You don't understand, Bella. Nom, nom, nom. I'm baffled by so many things. Lady Gaga, I don't get. She wore a meat dress and I was going, oh my God, that is amazing. If my nan came to our house with mince on her face, we put her in a home.
All right, Russ. I've been down Morrison's and put mince on my head.
Get the van down. Before you kill people.
Can't read my poker face, Russ.
Everyone's like that, oh, she's just so amazing, Gaga. She's so on the edge. She's so unique. But it's engineered lunacy. It's not proper madness. It's designed safe madness. You want to see real, no-falling madness? Get down the West Country. You will find it in spades. Listen to them. Amazing place. Listen to them. It's a wonderful place. Wherever you go, every city centre in the West Country seems to be full of kind of one... There's always one bloke kind of walking around like that. Confused. Like he's trying to figure out a riddle in his head. If I stay awake all night, will I still get morning breath? You're right, mate. No, I'm not all right, Russ. How does Edward Scissorhands wipe his ass? I love the West Country. People bound up to me and share their madness with me. I was in Bristol a little while ago, right? This couple, excellent tweet. It might have been you, madam, in which case I salute your genius, because this couple leapt up to me, right? They didn't say hello, they just went, ask us what we're doing later. Right? What are you doing later? And the lady pointed at her husband, he was about 40, and just went, he is going to shag my brains out. See you later, and off they went. Isn't that beautiful? That's that bloke off the telly. Should we get a photo? No. Let's tell him how we do the nasty. I love that phrase, well, shag her brains out. This is a wonderful, ridiculous phrase. Oh, shagged her brains out. I'll be honest with you. I've never shagged anyone's brains out. I haven't. At best, I've made them forget a novel. Did you enjoy that? I can't remember Catcher in the Rye. We'll bend over, baby. Let's get rid of the Gruffalo. My dick is the enemy of Penguin classics. Why would you want to shag someone's brains out? Surely that would be awkward, wouldn't it? How was that for you, my dear? Oh no! I've shagged her brains out. We were going to do a pub quiz. Hello, does that take me out? I've got a new contestant for you. Yeah, she's proper gone, Paddy. Proper gone. There's all sorts of things men and men say and do during sex. We don't do any of them. Like, if you're having sex from behind with a girl, you men go, "Who's your daddy?" But no man has ever said this, because you know instantly what you get. What you're talking about, you twat. He's called Nigel. Shaggy. It's not an episode of Who Do You Think You Are?
I just wanted to say it.
Well, I'd rather you didn't. I'd rather you just got on with your business. Who's your daddy? Apparently she's meant to go, "You are." All right. How you getting on at school? You doing all right? It's probably best we don't tell Mum about this. In fact, I better shag your brains out soon. So this never happened. I don't know why I'm doing it with one arm like that. He was amazing. He banged me like he was singing "I'm a Little Teapot." Who's your daddy? Do you know what? I was thinking the other day, if I was a girl and a bloke pulled that on me, right? He was behind me and he was giving me some, and I was just thinking, thank you. I was sort of there, and I was thinking, if a bloke ever went, "Who's your daddy?" I would mess with his head. And I recommend you do this, ladies. Here's what I'd do. I'd scream out loud, "I'm an orphan!" And then I'd sing from Oliver. He would never do it again. If that doesn't work, just back into him. "Never mind that, how's your nan?" He'll soon stop. Just in the corner, "I'm fine.
Just watching and learning." Covered in mint for some reason.
I'm not very good at sex. I'm sort of good at comedy and I'm good at football, but sex is not really my thing. I tend to drift. That's what I mean, in my head, not from the vagina. I was thinking, that would be a terrible affliction. What's wrong? I'm drifting from the vagina, that's the problem. That sounds like the most poetic way of saying you're gay. What's wrong? I'm drifting from the vagina. Sashaying towards cock. I sometimes get the urge to sing during sex, and that is not a good idea. I was 18, I was having sex with a girl, and my brain genuinely went, "If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands." Don't clap. There'll be a few kids in it. Is that what you're meant to do, is it? Nursery rhymes, is that what gets them horny? No, it is not. You don't have a woman go, "Oh, what happened next? Tell me what happened next." "Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall." Everyone's made mistakes sexually, haven't we? And if you haven't, you will. It's one of the things that connects us. I once sneezed on a girl. That's the worst thing I ever did. Right? Don't get it. I didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. They go, "All right, madam." It was a horrible moment, right? I was on manoeuvres. I don't call it. I don't know what I've called manoeuvres. We can't have that on telly. I was on. I've never called sex manoeuvres in my life. I was having sex, and it was all right, and it was as if my nose went, "Well, I'm having no fun." What I like to call a snot bungee just leapt, right? Don't act like it's never happened to you. Maybe not during sex, but it just was there, hanging there like some hideous mucal swing ball, and I tried to flick it over my head and hit my own face. Don't applaud. Why would you possibly applaud that? It's horrific. This woman looked at me and went, "What's wrong with you?" And I looked at her and went, "Hay fever." And then carried on as if it would be fine. Where were we? If you're happy and you know. Oh, I'm such a dick. I still suffer from hay fever. You think that goes when you're 31 years old and yet still happens in the summer? It's fucking pathetic. Bloodshot eyes, tears streaming down your face. Who did this to you, Russell? Daffodils. When you're little, it's bad, isn't it? If you've got hay fever, the other kids are running around in a field. You're locked in a classroom with the dinner ladies.
All right, Russ, I'll protect you from the pollen. If it comes any closer, I'll flap it away with my bingo wings.
I've got a list of pitiful ailments, right? Hay fever, asthma, lazy eye. My auntie won't watch me on telly.
I get dizzy. Because I follow the Biffy one, and before you know it, whoa. The BBC need to get you a patch.
But the worst thing I suffer from is sleepwalking. It's horrific. Does anyone suffer? Cheer if you suffer from sleepwalking. Yeah. You sound quite delighted. I hate it. It's horrible because you're asleep. And then your brain becomes like this evil monster. Pretend you're a cat. What are you doing with your clothes on, Russell? Cats don't wear clothes. I know you're around your girlfriend's parents' house, but nothing would cheer them up more than a great big naked meow. That is an excellent suggestion, Brian. Morning. What a penis. That was beaten. I did a gig in Bradford and the bloke went, that's nothing, mate. I woke up in a fridge. I was smearing my face with Marmite. I was like, it's not that bad. It was. I was round my mate's house and he's black. Can you imagine that moment? Oh, fucking hell! 1 minute he's asleep, next minute he's in the fridge, blacking up like a racist Lurpak man. But everyone's had that happen. Everyone in this room has woken up scared, you know? You're asleep and then... I once woke up with a ginger cat on my face. I was terrified. I thought I'd gone down on Cilla Black. I was terrified. But it turned out my little brother had found a ginger cat in our garden and gone,
I know just the place for you.
I have bad luck with animals. I do. The other day, I was in a place called Pets at Home. Do you know what that is? Yes. Where else do you think we get capes for our gerbils, Russell? They don't do those, which I think is a mistake. How much would you love to see gerbil capes? Little gerbil, kitchen floor, cape on his back. Ah, look at him. Beautiful. That's probably the only way you could improve Total Wipeout. But if you don't know Pets Home, basically it's like a pet supermarket, right? And I'm looking for something for my dog, and I saw this squeaky pig, and I thought I'd buy him that. It was a toy, it wasn't an actual pig.
Kill me. Kill me.
It was a toy, right? And I'm not, as you may have gathered, I'm something of a prick. So I saw it, and in my head I genuinely went, I better buy it. I don't want to waste my money. My dog's a savage, I better check it. So I'm gnawing on a pig, right? Chewing on this toy pig. This bloke came around the corner. This man could not believe his luck. He looked at me and said very calmly, what are you doing? Testing it for my dog. Quick as a flash, this genius went, it's a good job you're not buying your girlfriend a dildo. And 1-0 stranger. But my misery didn't end there, because I went to pay for the pig and I had no money on me. I'd lost my cash card. And rather than explain what had happened, I panicked and ran out of the shop. So essentially what's happened, I've just walked into a shop, randomly started gnawing on an animal, and then went, actually, I don't want it, not for me. We had that Russell Howard in here, he's a right pervert.
Licking pigs, nasty little bastard. I would have tried to tell him off, but his eyes wouldn't face the right way to take a punishment. They should get him a patch. They should get him a patch.
So annoying when you lose your cash card, and it's the only card you actually need. You ring up the bank, you go through that rigmarole. Hello, I need to cancel my card. And you've got that woman on the other end.
Okay, well, before we do that, I'm going to ask you a weird quiz about your family. How many biscuits could your mum eat in a minute? Does your nan prefer elbows or trampolines? Come on, the real Russell would know.
It's an impossible quiz. She should do what my girlfriend did, right? She deliberately set a silly security question so that when she loses her card, she has a moment of joy. So she'd go, hello, I've lost my card.
And the lady would go, okay, no problem, just read out the security question. Why am I dreaming of a white Christmas?
And my girlfriend gets to go, because you're a racist?
Correct. No. Yeah. No. Oh. Go. Bye.
I've seen her lose her card on purpose. She's wonderful, my girlfriend. Better than me. Anyone else in a relationship like that with someone much better than them? Me. It's hard work, isn't it? No, look at you now, I'm better than her. I'm not, man. Do you know what? I'll prove it. Last Christmas, right, we went on holiday. Whilst we're on holiday, my girlfriend delivered a baby. She's a doctor, by the way. She's not a mental postman. What are you doing? I don't know. But she delivered a baby. And she came back and she went, yeah, I've just delivered a baby. It was quite weird. It sort of happened. I delivered the baby. What have you been up to? Do you know what I've been up to? Well, she brought a new life into this world. Me and my brother had invented a game where you have to throw a tennis ball at the other person's face. If it hits their face, you get a point. We called that game Smashy Face. The look of disappointment on my girlfriend's face. I've delivered a baby. We'll bring it here, we'll throw a ball at it. Everyone's welcome with Smashify! She delivered a baby. How great is that? I can't wait to have kids. Oh, an army of lazy-eyed ragamuffins.
Teasing my brother. Fatty pedo. You can't say that. Daddy says we can.
My mates have started having kids. Lovely. And they always show you photos. It's hilarious, you know? Look at my baby, Russ. Yeah? Look at my child, Russell. Look at my boy. I'm not allowed to do that. Members of my family. Would you like to see my granddad? Would you like to see him sleeping? Actually, I think he's dead there. My mate the other day, he didn't want to know the sex of his child, right? He was like, I know it's going to be a girl, Russ. Paint the nursery pink, because it's going to be a girl. Sure enough, boy arrives. And he's now painting it blue. Obviously, you know, the nursery, not the kid. Huge fan of Avatar, Russ, huge fan. So what are you doing, man? And he looks at me and went, well, if baby boys look at pink, it can turn them gay. He actually said that out loud from his mouth. Pink can turn you gay? I've never looked at a pig and went, I'm going to fuck Graham Norton. It doesn't... Colours can't affect your sexuality. Do you want some broccoli? No, it's green. I'll be balls deep in Kermit. Homophobia is so idiotic, isn't it? It's 2011, and you'll still hear people from time to time on the radio, Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. The Bible says that gays aren't natural. What on a talking snake is. It's just absurd, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with being gay. I'll tell you what is funny. The way we teach kids about gay relationships. I found this out this week. Do you know we're teaching kids about gay relationships through maths exams? How does that even work? If Tom has a 12-inch penis, and 3 of those inches are in Roger, want you to express that as a fraction. For an extra method point, draw Roger's face. I'll tell you what I don't get. Why is it when someone is gay, they have to say, I'm coming out of the closet? We don't say the word closet in any other situation, do we? Nobody says the word closet. But I think I know the reason. If somebody came up to you and went, I've come out the wardrobe, you'd be like, oh my God, are you from Narnia? You'd be like, no, I'm gay. Have you told Aslan? He's going to be cross with you. The other thing I don't get, why is it my parents can't say that someone's gay? They have to use ridiculous euphemisms. You should see my mum. Nigel? Ooh. Ooh. He likes to keep a skipping rope in the glove box. He plays ping pong for Albania. Tickles frogs in a windmill. What are you talking about?
He fucks men, Russ, all right?
He fucks men.
Men! Men! Over and over!
Oh, he's gay. Did you know about this, Dad?
Nigel? Oh, yeah. He puts his cakes in the wheelie bin. He's a proper cake wheelie bin putter-inner.
Maybe it's just me. I'm blessed with a funny family. An insane family, but a funny family. My dad's 55, right? He started working out, going down the gym. He thinks that means he's allowed to wear lycra. He's not. You should see him walking around the kitchen. What do you think? I think you look like a lunging gimp. Get away from me. And my mum's equally mad, dancing away in the kitchen. Oh, I love this, and there's a tune. Oh, I love Michael Bubble. It's Bublé.
It's Bubble Russ, and that is one bubble I like to blow.
And it's like they save up all their madness for Christmas. Every family does that. Do you ever find that? You're back at home at Christmas, like,
hello, let the lunacy begin.
do you know what my mum got me for Christmas last year? 3 vouchers for colonic irrigation. For 2, for me and her. Could you think of anything creepier than that?
Isn't this lovely, Prince? Isn't this delightful?
I was like, Mum, I really don't fancy that. And she tried to win me back with this sentence. Come on! It's free! It's in Bristol. Like that sentence. Free in Bristol? Well, forgive my stupidity. The Bristolian accent is not comforting. The last thing you want to hear if someone's rammed a hose up your arse is, all right, my lover? Well, I was. You know they take the piss. Be a couple of big-handed women. Look at his ass, Linda. It's like a yawning otter. Make his eyes bulge. Make his eyes bulge. Look at him. He's like a lemur. He don't like that. He don't like that. That's your job. Is that really your job? To put hoses up people's asses? Right, you do colonic irrigation. And have you ever tried to make their eyes bulge out? Come on now. Whereabouts do you do colonic irrigation? Out the arse. There you go. Don't you know that? I'm lucky because it seems whenever I'm around my family, comedy just occurs. You know what I was on about earlier with King's Cross Station? Those rare moments when it's just like, comedy. We found out just before the Christmas meal this year that my brother had shagged a girl in a hedge. I cannot tell you how excited we were. You should have seen my dad during the meal. Bloody hell, these sprouts are greener than Daniel's knees. He was getting it from all angles. Foliage, shrubbery, ho ho ho, green giant. My mum was the best. I'm delighted. I thought he put his cakes in the wheelie bin. But it was so beautiful because we were having this, he was telling us about the hedge-based conquest. And it was so funny because he was just like, you know, she's nice actually. She was pretty good at it. She's quite nice, yeah. In a hedge, but you know. I was like, Daniel, how old are you? 28. And how old was the woman? It's not important. How old was the woman? Doesn't matter, Ross. How old was the woman? 50. And I swear to God, this is where the ha moment occurred. I swear to God this happened. At the exact moment that my brother said 50, my mum's dog went, ah, and vomited on his feet. It was just like, oh my God. Oh, could that have, it was like the dog was judging him. 50? I'll feel my vomit on your toes! I've heard something so filthy in my life. I'm off to lick my balls in front of the Queen. He's such a wonderful human being. You'd love my brother. When he was little, most kids dressed up as Spider-Man, maybe the Incredible Hulk. My brother wore this for 2 years.
Mother, I want to dress up as a disco Ewok.
Wonderful. And he had such spirit when he was little. He was amazing, right? Like, there was a kid at our school that was a bully when I was 13 and he was 11 that would ask us what music you like. Do you remember that? Oi, Howard, do you like metal or rave? Do you like metal or rave? And you'd be there going, no, don't hit me. Metal, rave, whatever. Not sure. Not my brother. My brother looked at him and went, Phil Collins. Don't touch the Ewok suit, mate, or I'll mess you up. Now, what should have happened, my brother should have been beaten up. I swear to God, my brother punched him in the face while singing Phil Collins. It was unbelievable. Jesus, he knows me, and he knows I'm right! I would have helped, but the pollen count was terribly high. Fight on, brother, fight on! Close the window, dinner lady. I fear the summer may take me. As a child, he was wonderful. And as an adult, my brother has no ego. He lives for the moment. Pretty much everything he does starts with a voice in his head going, fuck it. It'll be a laugh. And it'll really annoy Russell. I'll prove it, right? The other day, we're going for a walk. From nowhere, he burst into Ann Summers and went, pussy. And then ran out. What are you doing? The other day, he was on Facebook. A friend of mine was on. He doesn't know the girl. She put, Joe fancies a canal weekend. My brother put, take the sea off canal, and I'm with you. Send. He hasn't met her, and yet he's threatening to bum her for an entire weekend. The worst thing he did was in Thailand recently. We had a wild time, right? While we were there, his appendix burst, right? And it was just horrific. I had to pay for the operation because we had no travel insurance because we're both idiots, right? And he had his appendix. But what would happen? I'll let you into a secret. He was there for 3 days and he would drift in and out of consciousness. And every time he fell asleep, I would creep away and continue my holiday. And I'd come back. You're still here, Ross? Of course. I'll never leave you. That's goody, Russ. Oh, I feel tired again. Do you? Sleep well, my angel. Sleep well. And this was going well, you know. I had a good system going. 3 days later, right, he was in a wheelchair where we'd taken him out of the hospital for the rest of our holiday and pushing him around. He was like, cheers for that, Russ. It's really good of you. You didn't need to stay there all that time, and you did, you know. You could have been out there having a laugh, but you were there with me. It's just a lovely thing to do. No problem. I mean, you could have gone off and done stuff. Yeah, I didn't, did I? You didn't, did you? And that was all going well until he found this photo. Have you been swimming with dolphins? And he obviously wanted revenge because he looked at me and went, take me there. What
Take me to the dolphins.
So we had to go and meet the dolphins that I've been swimming with, right? I'm pushing him in his wheelchair to meet them. And before you met the dolphins, there will be about 20 of you in a room, and there will be a lady telling you how to behave around the dolphins. She'll be there going, when you meet the dolphins, nobody touch the dolphin's eyes. Nobody touch the dolphin's blowhole. And nobody touch the dolphin's genitalia. And I swear to God, my brother in his wheelchair from the back of the room screamed out loud, well, what's the fucking point then? I could hear the little shits giggling and squeaking down the corridor. People turned to me in disgust. Do you know what I said to them? He's very ill. He did something else in Thailand. Now, I'm not sure if I should tell you about this. It's terrible, right? It is genuinely appalling. It is funny. I'm not sure whether... So I'll give you the... do you fancy hearing a pretty... Right, you have to be sure. Yes, right. Okay, on your head be it. He did something else that was terrible. The first day we got back to the hotel, he was in his wheelchair and we got into a lift. There were about 5 other people in the lift. And whilst we're in the lift, he started making noises. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know the noises he was making. Sticking his tongue out. Really going for it. People were looking at me going, I've never felt tenser in my life. He carried on. We were on the 30th floor. Making noises all the way up. We got out of the lift on the 30th floor and I punched him in the face. But there were people outside the lift. And they hadn't seen what he'd done in the lift. All they'd seen is a bloke they recognised from English TV go up to a man in a wheelchair, punch him in the face and scream out loud, what the fuck is wrong with you? That wasn't even the weirdest thing that happened on a holiday, right? It wasn't. Do you know what it was? It doesn't matter wherever you go in Thailand. It feels like there's one bloke that leaps out from behind a building just going, psst.
You want to see a ping pong show?
Hey, you.
What's it? Ping pong show.
Hey! English! And you're so like, no, we do not want to see ping pong show. How dare you? So we're in the ping pong show, right? So obviously. Oh, you sounded so disappointed. Of course I was going to go. I don't know. Are you familiar with the concept of a ping pong show? Yeah, where do you think it was invented? If you don't, allow me to demonstrate. Right? It's not going to be a practical... You should have seen your faces. Oh my God. But what happens? A very smiley lady sits there and, for want of a better phrase, fires a ping pong ball out of her schmoo. That's what she does. My first thought, that is definitely how we should do the lottery. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Number 23! Number 17! Time for this week's bonus! Number 8! I miss Guinevere so much. It was brilliant. It was so funny because she was randomly aiming at people in the crowd. She hit my brother twice. It was beautiful. Make her stop, Ross. I'm not going to make her stop. By the end of the night, he had pink dots all over his head. He looked like he'd been cock-slapped by Mr. Blobby. It was brilliant. And the reason why I'm telling you, and the reason why this was the wildest thing that happened in Thailand, is because after about 20 minutes, this lady left, presumably to reload. Off she did a voddle, and then suddenly the lights went down. Suddenly the lights went up, and there was a woman who was about 70 just stood there. And you could feel everyone in the room go, oh, Jesus Christ. But nobody left. Hello. And we were all there going, oh my God, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? And my brother just looked at me and went, basketball. We were trying to guess what she was gonna do. What's it gonna be? Cigarettes? No. Pineapple? No. Rubik's Cube? Complete. But it wasn't that. It remains to this day the most insane thing. If you're of a nervous disposition, look away now, because this is what happened. The woman reared back and a budgie flew out of her vagina. My brother said, and I quote, fuck a duck. I half expected a waiter to come along. That can be arranged. Bring out a duck for the wheelchair boy. This bird was just flying around. Got the most full-on spring watch I've ever seen. But do you know what it made me think? Looking, and I will never complain about my job again. Oh, you think you've had a tough day at work? Imagine being that budgie. Imagine that as a life. I had an image of this budgie in his cage with his wife. Good day at work, dear. No, it wasn't a good day at work, dear. But apparently, we need a new conservatory, don't we, dear? I wish that cat had eaten you. Do you know the odd thing? It cheered me up. Isn't that strange? It cheered me because you think you've seen everything in life, and then you see something new, and I will tell people I know and love about that. It's odd what cheers you up. I don't know you, you don't know me. We never know what's going to perk us up. Sometimes it can be very small things. It can be something as tiny as just the right bit of graffiti. Sometimes it can be something as simple as fancy dress. Sometimes it can be pensioners just having a laugh. I like seeing pensioners have fun. I think because it must be incredibly difficult being old, you know? Like, we're raising the pension age to 66, in a few years it's going to be 70. Fuck that. I don't want to be working when I'm 70. When I'm 70, I want to be sat in my pants, round my kid's house going, I've shit myself, deal with it. That's right, Daddy done a poo-poo, now fix it. You don't want to be in Lidl, you're collecting vouchers for school. Lidl's not even a shop, it's a shelter for abused food. I've never seen so much misery in my life. Broken biscuits, I was in a hobnob war, don't look at me. Reformed ham, what does that even mean? I will never commit a crime again. Manager stickers everywhere, manager special, you're telling me he's licking the trolleys. That is no place to be when you're 70. Here's what I want to be doing when I approach the winter of existence, right? I read this story and it cheered me up so much. A lady in February during the snow saw a Yeti in the woods. It was in Lincoln. She rang the police because she'd seen a Yeti in the woods. But it turned out it wasn't a Yeti, but a local 67-year-old man had gone for a stroll in the woods dressed as Chewbacca. I cannot tell you how much joy that brings me. The idea that there's a 67-year-old man go, I see it's snowing outside, darling. Fetch my Wookiee costume! I love stories like that. But you're looking at a man who nearly cried. I've got an odd sense of humour, I'll admit this. You're looking at a man that nearly cried with laughter when he saw a headline in Exeter in a paper that said, drunk hedgehog taken to hospital. This hedgehog had got drunk because he'd eaten some fermented apples. He got pissed. He had to have his hedgehog belly pumped. That is funny as fuck. Imagine watching a pissed hedgehog wake up. Just... oh, not again. I've shagged a hairbrush. My mates have put cheese and pineapple in my fucking hair! Be a wonderful sight. I love little stories like that. Like, I found this, I've got to tell you about this. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did, right? I read this in The Sun the other day. You know Norwich? Norwich is a truly excellent place, but Norwich has its own ninja. This was in The Sun. Do you know what his name is? Martin. Martin the Ninja. This is beautiful. These are all quotes from the story. He trained for 6 years in Japan to become a ninja. He can use ninja weaponry. He can move through the woods like a panther. But being a ninja isn't always easy. He hurt his shoulder falling out of a tree. He dislocated a finger practicing acrobatics. This is the best one. This nearly finished me off when I read this. He was bitten by a fox he tried to creep up on. How beautiful is that? I love stories like that. I read one the other day about a zoo in Kent. They're angry with the Compare the Market advert because a bloke stole a meerkat from their zoo. What an idiot. He's probably got this meerkat in his house as we speak, just going, say it. Say simples, you little shit. You're exactly the same as that monkey. 2 years, not one cup of tea. Tell me about him, mate. I gave my baby some Evian. Did he roller skate? Did he fuck? So many ludicrously funny stories. Like, I read this the other day, right? Do you know we're trying to discover the language of elephants? We're trying to figure out what elephants say to each other. Why? They're amazing beasts. Leave them alone. What if they're dull? How disappointing would that be? Just amazing.
Tripped over a root earlier. The funny thing is, I've tripped over that root before.
Hang on. Knowing me, I'll probably trip over the root again.
Have you had a good day, Mr. Budgie?
Don't ask. Never go on a gap year. love scouring the papers for stories. I found this out the other day. Do you know Danny Boyle is directing the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games? Probably the best Boyle for the job. God knows what Frankie would do. Imagine if it involved Kerry Katona, a Labrador, and some Viagra. What a joke, Kerry Katona. Do you know Kerry Katona's got her own fitness DVD out? I'd love to see that.
I take so much coke you forget how to eat. It's a miracle I've still got me kids.
You don't need her, just put her in a skip. It's just... But morons need to love someone. But the thing that intrigued me about it was that Danny Boyle said, how depressing is this? He was going to have people from Britain's Got Talent doing the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games. Could we be shitter as a nation? The eyes of the world upon us.
Hello? I got a moo-walking dog. He's met David Hasselhoff.
It'll be diversity or some wank like that. It's just, why do you want to watch dancing? The only thing you'd think when you're watching diversity is, just throw the little frizzy one in the air. That's all they do. Poor little shit. Where's my mum and dad? Fucking get up there. I don't want to watch that for the opening ceremony of the Olympics. Here's what we should have. We should simply pump Boris Johnson full of acid and watch him. That is an opening ceremony for the Olympic Games. Choreographed dancing or watching Boris Johnson start a fight with an imaginary horse. In fact, that should be a dedicated TV channel. Boris on drugs, you'd watch that. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Hello, Britain. I'm currently on ketamine and I think I'm the board game Kaplunk. How is he in charge of London? How? Boris, he's like a womble and a fever dream combined, and yet he runs this city. Every time you see him on the news, you expect this torrent of madness. Hello, there's going to be a few changes around here. Big Ben will now be called Huge Gregory. Every time you go on the underground, I want you to dress up as a mole. It's my town now, London. Kaplunky wonky whoa. It'll be great, the Olympics, won't it? They'll bring us together. Big things do, you know? It's like the royal wedding. We all thought it was going to be shit. Turned out to be a laugh. Couple in love. We had a drink. Lovely bum. Hey. It wasn't what we wanted to see, was it? We wanted to see the stag do. Oh. Wouldn't you love to have seen Prince William's stag do? Load of ridiculously posh boys. Come on, Wilsey. Come on. Let's go on a jaunt. Blue shirt, chinos, long teeth. Hey, Wilsey, let's go to a strip club. Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine Paul William in a strip club. Imagine putting money into a girl's pants and staring back at your nan's face.
I'm watching you.
If I was the Queen, I would have made some special fivers and £20 notes just to mess with his head.
Come on, Philip, let's break into the mint and shit him up. Pass me the red pen, draw my eyes. Whoa.
I'm going to do 1, 2, Liz. I'm just going to black up. They should have left the mic on near Prince Philip during the royal wedding because you know he would have said something appalling. Look at it. I see Kate's got Diana's ring and her tits are similar too. Fuck it. The mic's on. In for a penny, in for a pound. Hello, I'm Philip, the nation's favourite racist. The stag do would have been great, wouldn't it? I love stag do's, I do, because I've been on quite a few recently. I think I like him because he's not really a manly man. I get to hang around with geezers, you know? My friend Spider got married this year. A miracle in itself. The man is a feral beast. He is. He once got caught lifting up a mannequin skirt only to discover it was a real lady. You think easy mistake to make? We were in Greggs. He's so feral. Now, if I gave you a Barocca, you'd know what to do. You put it in water, it would fizz down. You drink the vitamin C goodness. I gave him one. He put it straight in his mouth. You know what? Got some kick on it, ain't it? Ginger dribbling down his body. He looked like sucked off the Ready Break Man. It was brilliant. And his stag do was magnificent and debauched. He got drunk. I don't mean tipsy, I mean drunk. We found him. We found him in a hotel room holding onto a loaf of bread, screaming, "You won't turn this into toast." If you find yourself defending Hovis, you need to stop drinking. It's my bread, you leave it alone. It's okay, Brett, it's gonna be alright. He's just a brilliant bloke, he's just an idiot, you know? He was the boy at school. There was always one that was obsessed with masturbating. That was Spider. There was always one boy, wasn't there? And they always told you about it, and they could never do it normally. They had to do it weird. Yeah, what you want to do, Russ? Put your hand in the fridge, leave it there for half an hour, whoa, then have a go on yourself. Bloody hell, you feel like an Eskimo. What is wrong with you? Bringing in diagrams, have a look at that. Is that even legal? The lemur is a very clever animal. They could never do it normal. They were like a masturbatory Heston Blumenthal. They had to do it weird. Girls aren't like that. I don't think you have to put up with that kind of wank banter. I doubt there was ever two girls in our class ever there going, "Here, Linda, you've read a danger wank. What's that?" "Well, let me tell you. What you got to do, right? You got to touch yourself up. You got to scream your mum's name. You got to come before she gets in the room." Bloody hell. Oh, you live in a bungalow. I know. I don't care. When I get going, I'm like a broken sprinkler. I really am. The point I'm making, princesses, is you don't have to put up with that. Boys are bombarded with this kind of wank banter. And I hated it, because I was never really into self-touching when I was little. I mean, now, you know, I barely leave myself alone. In fact, I sometimes feel sorry for my Google. Don't even bother typing. I know what you want, you pig. Do you know what, just once I'd like to go to Amazon, just once. The Thunder Jugs. Okay. Couple of paid up members of Thunder Jugs, pleasure to have you here. But I was never really into... There you go. Now, I was never really into it. What are you even saying? Has someone shagged your brains out? Now, as I was saying, I was never really into self-touching when I was little. I wasn't, because I had a terrible incident happen to me. Now, I don't know whether this is funny or deeply creepy. You need to be the judge. Our story begins. I was 14 years old, and I was masturbating in front of the television. Don't get awkward. This is absolute... Oh, I was on my own. I should have cleared that. Cracking episode of Only Fools and Horses, Mum? Just my mum. Theme era, absolute smasher. Mother, please. What? Oh, dear. I don't know if you've ever found yourself doing something and then realised just exactly what you've done. Seen your DVD? Telling everyone I strum off to sitcoms.
strum off. Yes, strum off. Like a lewd banjo.
It's perfectly normal. Let's not get funky. Let's act fresh. I'm 14. I'm in front of the telly. This is absolutely... there's probably a 14-year-old boy with his mum going, I don't know what he's speaking about, mother. Who is this nincompoop? I don't even own a penis. But this is what 14-year-old boys do, right? The telly was on, my brother and sister were out, my mum and dad were out, I'd had some Weetabix, I was ready. That isn't vital, isn't it? It wasn't like I was going, I better have a meal in case I fall asleep halfway through. Right, I'm nourished. Let's get ready to rumble. I didn't say that either. Let's get ready to rumble. Never start a wank with a rally cry. You will absolutely get caught. Just in your room. Are you ready?
That's just banging it again. Go on, babe, smash it. He's smashing it. Ding, 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 ding.
So, right. No. So I'm in front of the television. This is why it put me off for life. Well, not for life, but for 2 years. Because I was there, I was halfway through the process when there came a knock at the window. And there was a man in my garden looking at me, smiling. Now, I don't know how you do it, but for me, it is not a spectator sport. And you can't run with a boner. You learn that almost immediately. Slapping against my belly like I'm a fleshy one-man band. I've never been more terrified in my life. Do you know why? Because this bloke winked at me and then disappeared. I mean, he left the garden, he didn't... That is a pervy fucking wizard. Hogwarts! I'd like to make a complaint. He disappeared. And I was just there going, oh my God, what's just happened? I was so terrified. I was just there going, oh my God, he's going to tell people, he's going to tell mum and dad, I'm going to have to run away and join the circus. This is the end of my life. What am I going to do? Get hold of yourself. No, that's how you got into this trouble in the first place. Think. Have some Weetabix. I'm full. Calm. Remain calm. It's going to be fine. Just calm. Mum came home 2 hours later. She's like, you all right, Russ? I'm fine. How are you? I'm normal. Yes, everything's normal here. Walking around as I do with my feet. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Have you heard the news?
No. There's been no news here. It's just been all normal behaviours. No news.
The neighbours have been burgled.
Yeah, exactly. This is a genuinely true story. So what happened, this bloke had obviously robbed from my neighbours. He then leapt into our garden, ready to steal from us. And he'd obviously gone, ooh. Well, would you look at that? 14-year-old boy having a wank. I better go over there and mess his head up. That's why he winked at me. He's obviously going, hello, just robbed your neighbours. See you're having a wank. Something tells me you're not going to remember this face. You're probably not going to tell the police that I existed. See you later. Don't applaud. I didn't say anything. I've never said anything until this is it now. This is my confession. My mum's like, did you see the burglar? I did not see the burglar. But I bet he was the kind of bloke that made up lies. So, I was never really into self-touching because of that terrible incident. Spider, as I said earlier, loved it. We're on his stag do, he's getting drunk, he's defending bread, it's wild. And then he went, we've got to go to a strip club. I'm like, no. Ping pong club, bit of a laugh. Strip club, utterly depressing, aren't they? There's always blokes going, they're amazing, they're great. They're not. They're full of poor girls with no clothes and no GCSEs. It's like someone's turned the heat up in Poundland. This place was called Desire. It should have been called Bargain Cunt. It was... Actually, it was upstairs to Gash in the attic. The point I'm making, not for me, and not because I don't like boobs. Boobs are wonderful things, you know, but boobs should be earned through wit or personality or effort. You behaved properly, here are my boobs, thank you. Not pin number, get your bangers out. It's horrible. There's always a huge bloke there going, oi mate, if you touch her, I'm going to smash your head in. You feel like a dog, and your owner's going, do you like bacon? Well, I'm very fond of bacon, actually. Might help myself to someone like, get off her! I don't understand the rules. I've never understood the rules. I'm scared of women. That's the truth. Frightened. There is nothing more terrifying than a drunk, horny woman. You can't mess with that. Hen nights, if you're a wispy young man like me, are frightening. Look at him, Sandra. Put him in the van with the others. We'll have him later like a lozenge. Staring at me, drinking through a straw shaped like a cock.
Hiya! Mr. Fancy Man.
You never see a man doing that? I've never seen a man drinking Carlsberg out of a plastic growler. Good day! You won't see that because men are gentle and considerate and wonderful. When we're drunk and horny, we're like Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Bounding home with our magical little feet. Hello? Are you asleep, are you? I'm a bit drunk. But I tell you what's very good for sleepy people. A little bit of sex. That's really lovely, but there's no pressure because I'm a man. I'll just put my penis there and we just look at it for a bit. That's absolutely fine. He likes you, doesn't he? Hey, he's a fan of it. Hey, let's get the gerbil cape and put it on him. He's a super penis. We're lovely. Women are like that when they're drunk and horny. You hear them coming up the stairs. Fee, fi, fo, fum, put your cock up my bum. What's happened to you, Baileys? That's what's happened to me. You better be ready for this. Oh! Yeah, fucking leave me alone, I've got hay fever! They leave you there like an abused seesaw. So cold. So cold. Now I should point out, that doesn't happen to me. Because me and my girlfriend own a dog. Don't do your own jokes. What happens, right? It's nothing filthy. My dog will react. So my girlfriend, on the rare occasion she comes home a little bit whittled, you can see my dog go, oh shit. Oh fuck. She's been drinking. She's gonna make me dance. These aren't hands, you mental bitch! Kill me, Russ! Kill me! Make her stop! Make her stop! Kill me! He gets his own back by chewing on her pants. I've seen him run into her pant drawer, Find a fresh pair.
No, 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 no.
There isn't anything more wonderful than seeing the woman you love get ready for work the day, pull on her pants and just lift them over her head.
Do I look like Louis Spence?
I love my dog, he's wonderful. I clearly need a child, but for the time being, this hairy devil will do. He's going to piss with me in a minute, as this photo illustrates. He's in a fucking foul mood. I came home the other day. He was wearing a cravat and a look of fury.
Ask her. Should I tell you what's happened, shall I? Yeah? Yeah? Well, listen up, you lazy-eyed prick. I've been to a doggy massage centre. Yeah, I didn't know they existed either. He put a cravat on me. He gave me a massage, and then he emptied my anal glands.
Oh, what a lovely day out for me!
So let's go through what's happened while you've been away, shall we? A stranger has fingered me and dressed me up like I'm French. And you wonder why I don't wag my tail?
It's terrible.
I know it's terrible. I cried stranger danger. Where were you? I can make this better. You can't make it better. He violated me.
I can make this right.
You can't.
I can.
You can't.
I can. I can make this better. For I'm me, and you're you. And you're my dog. And I'm your man. I can make this better. Give me that chance. I can make this better. Would you like a squeaky pig?
A squeaky? There's bite marks in this. I'm gonna kill you in your sleep.
He attacks me whilst I'm asleep. Doesn't matter how much I like. The other day, I'm on the beanbag in our front room. He picked up his cricket ball. He got to the tallest point he could possibly get to on the top of our sofa, and he simply dropped the cricket ball on my head.
Smashy face!
He gets away with murder because he's cute and he's got a tail. The other day, he went up to a lady in a wheelchair and he pissed on a wheelchair.
Isn't that lovely? He's marking his territory.
I couldn't get away with that. Stephen Hawking, all right, mate, just letting you know I'm here. Just letting you know I'm here. I understand. I would never do that, I should point that out. I have a very normal life. I would never do anything like that. I spend a lot of time, I was thinking about this the other day, I spend a lot of time with my girlfriend, with my mates, with my dog, or in Tesco. That's pretty much it. Woo, it's great. Here's a question for you, madam. Have you ever been shopping in Tesco whilst you're pissed? Yeah, who'd have thought it? It's amazing. You feel like Charlie Sheen, it's great. But I was the other day, this genuinely happened, I was pissed, and I was in Tesco. I was trying to buy milk, it took me about an hour, and I bumped into this bloke, and I went, oh, sorry mate, I'm drunk, and this bloke was like, so am I. Just a lovely meeting. He was like, what are you doing in there? I thought it was a nightclub. It's not, it's too cold. And there's fish everywhere. In a nightclub, ridiculous. And there's a voice in the heavens, I think it's God, but he's obsessed with bargains. And you see the best parenting, don't you? Oh, I saw this kid the other day, he's about 6, go to his dad. Dad, what's a wasp? And his dad just went, pretty much a gay bee. So tired. We were all raised that way. We were all raised by tired liars.
Eat your veg with a C in the dark or some shit like that.
We never once questioned their adult bullshit, did we? Eat your crusts, you'll get a hairy chest. Bollocks! If that were true, ducks would be like floating scrotums. I really, Dad? You're going to knock me into the middle of next week? Well, if you've got a time-travelling fist, why are we still going to Butlins?
Deal with my 6-year-old logic.
My mum always used to go, here, never eat yellow snow. What, as opposed to normal snow, you lunatic?
Look at them people over there, Russ, eating snow with piss on, as opposed to the good stuff. Those people are savages, Russ. Look at them eating their pissy slush.
All these weird rules. We weren't allowed to run with scissors in my house, but my mum was allowed to use them to cut my hair. How's that fair? The work of a lunatic! Dave, I'm going to cut his hair! Fetch the bowl and the shears! By the time I'm done with him, no pedo is going to go near him! No kitty fiddlers banging that. That is immunity. I wasn't worried about pedos, though. It was 1988, they didn't exist. Do you know what I mean? I lived in the country. Do you know what I was afraid of when I lived in the country? Red berries by the side of the road. Do you remember that? It was like the biggest threat to an 8-year-old boy.
Red berries, don't eat them. Don't eat them. Seriously, Simon, don't eat them. Because my mum told me that the boy was at them, his hands fell off, his feet fell off. The doctor showed his hands where his feet should have been as a warning. Mum says he'll never play Twister again. Now come over and eat your snow. It's the only way. It's the only way.
They'd warn you about things you would never do. My mum, here, Russ, never lick your fingers and go like that near a plug socket. Cheers, Mum. I was going to finger the wall. Thank you. That wall's been giving me the look for the past week, and I'm going to take this shit to first base. All these weird, you'd never do them. Here, Russ, never put your pencils in your nose and smash your head on a desk. I had that planned. How did you know?
I'm a huge fan of the walrus.
I love kids. I'm very envious of them. I'm not one of these people, you'll hear people, bloody children, and they're never running around, always on computer games. We would have done exactly the same, but our computer games were shit. Trying to run around in the woods? I don't think so. I've got to get this frog across a busy motorway. This is living. You see, guys, I've got to make sure the frog lands on a log, because if he lands in the water, he'll die, despite the fact he's a fucking frog. I'm envious of kids. I saw a child the other day. I'm bored. How can you be bored? You've got wheels in your shoes. I'd like that now, you little shit. I saw my cousin download music the other day. It took him a minute. Click, click, click. Got it. Thank you. When I needed music, I had to wait for fucking hours. Every Sunday evening, my fingers hovering over play record. Right, it's top 40 time. Let's do this shit. Let's play record, because I need to know all the words to Informer by Snow. Here we go. Come on, thing that lingers, don't you let me down. Fucking record, stand up! Dad! Record, stand up! Oh. I've got all the words to Charles and Eddie, but that is not going to help me in the playground. Look into my eyes, can't you see they're open wide? Would I lie to you, baby? Well, he would never lie to you, Charles. He would never do that. And I'm envious of the way kids think. Excellent, about 20 of you laugh and everyone else, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm envious of kids because of their minds. You know, I love the way, like, my cousin is 6. I was talking to him the other day. I said, what do you want to be when you're older? And he looked at me and went, a unicorn. I was like, why is that? So I can stab people with my head. He's got a beautiful brain. He was looking at Jesus on the cross the other day going, poor beardy man, isn't it terrible? Poor Billy, look at him. What if he gets an itchy belly rub? Oh, he likes a belly rub? He's like a dog. He's like a dog. Do you reckon he likes dog food? I imagine he does. some. Not before I get my iPhone. That is what YouTube was invented for. And he knows I'm a comedian. It's so lovely. So he's always telling me these jokes. I caught him a little while ago staring at a carton of orange, just like that. What are you doing?
It says concentrate. Got you! Got you with my joke!
Yeah, that is, you did get me. But you're not allowed to swear at people after a joke.
That's my style. Little joke, violence. Violence.
Ask me another. I don't want to ask you another.
Fucking ask me another.
Right, have you got another joke?
Why is a pirate a pirate?
I don't know.
They are. Eat it!
I like spending time with kids. I don't want that to sound kind of cheap, but I do. It sounds terribly Michael Jackson, but I find that's an excellent description, isn't it? How is he? He's terribly Michael Jackson. He's got talent, but an ultimate weakness. But I spend